Test, test.
Testing.
Test.
Testing.
Talk to it that
Test.
close. Talk to it from where he's at.
Testing. 1, 2. Testes.
Tell us about the complaints your department received 2 years ago.
Well, my police unit received 3 reports from women claiming that they had been sexually assaulted by a hideous man wearing a green hat and carrying a knife.
And what led you to Mr. Stevens?
Well, I had just arrived on the scene of an accident at the spaceport. And upon searching Mr. Stevens' spaceship, we discovered a green hat and a knife. And, of course, I beheld his horrible, horrible face.
And is Mr. Stevens in the courtroom today?
Yes,
And can you point him out?
he's right there.
That man's a liar! No further questions.
You're excused, son. Thank you.
Your Honor, we also subjected Mr. Stevens to a polygraph test. Is it true, Mr. Stevens, that you're already on parole for indecent exposure? Yes, but I was actually urinating in the park. I don't care! Did you sexually assault those women, you pervert? Answer me! No! I swear I didn't! You're gonna burn, son. The results of the polygraph indicated that Stevens was being deceptive. That's why we convicted Mr. Stevens 2 years ago.
How truly despicable. Thank you, Mr. AG. Are we still on for lunch tomorrow?
Of course.
Well, I'll see you then, sweetheart. Defense, you're up.
I call Mr. Bill Stevens to the stand.
I don't know why we went through all that again. This is supposed to be my appeal for ineffective assistance of counsel.
At your trial for sexual assault, you were appointed Mr. Darnell Jordan to represent you, correct?
Yes.
And why are you claiming that he was an ineffective counsel?
Well, Darnell, wake up!
What, Bill?
Well, my trial is 2 days away. Have you hired that investigator?
No.
Well, did you arrange for that psychiatric evaluation?
No. I've been really busy.
But what about my trial?
Yeah, they got a good case, I think. I mean, I didn't research it or anything, but that polygraph evidence is gonna get admitted, and you might just want to plead no contest.
No contest? Why?
Well, come on. You're already on parole for indecent exposure.
But the prosecutor told me that he wouldn't use that.
Man, I don't know. Come back later or something.
What? This is ridiculous.
And so you pleaded no contest.
Right. And I was sentenced to 10 years for a crime I didn't commit, and my lawyer didn't file an appeal.
Your Honor, to prove ineffective assistance of counsel, the Strickland standard requires a showing of deficient performance by the attorney causing prejudice to his client.
I know the law, you worm.
In handling Mr. Stevens' trial, Mr. Jordan violated the standard of care required of him as a lawyer.
That's bullcrap.
Nuh-uh. Jordan failed to exercise due care when he had no investigation, no research, offered wildly inaccurate legal advice, and lied to his client about evidence that would be used against him.
But you still have to prove that the outcome of the trial would have been different had Stevens not been represented by a lazy little monkey.
Stephen would have entered the guilty plea but for his lawyer's bad advice. Instead, he would have thrown himself at the mercy of the jury at least.
Brains.
Yes, but other attorneys have gotten away with worse. Other defense attorneys have presented no evidence and even recommended the death sentence for their clients and were still not found ineffective.
That may be true, but there's one other important circumstance. Darnell Jordan, he also represented the victim in the very same trial. Darnell Jordan stood to reap financial gain from the crime victims fund if his other client, Mr. Stevens, was found guilty.
So?
So, prejudice is assumed when the attorney has a conflict of interest. Mr. Jordan wasn't just incompetent, he was fraudulent. And thus, Mr. Stevens should prevail on his ineffective assistance of counsel claim.
Well, yeah.
Whatever. The judicial system is perfect. We got it right the first time. Right, jury?
Brains.
Bailiff, escort Mr. Stevens back to the jail.
But this is against the Sixth Amendment.
Don't care.
And this is an appellate hearing. You're not even supposed to have a jury, and you didn't follow civil procedure.
Don't care.
Well, this is a travesty.
No. This is Missouri justice.
And cut.
Cut. Looked pretty good, except we can see the top of Daniel's head. Okay, take 2. 3, 2.
Oh, shit.
Cut.
Did he lose both his
Well,
eyes?
there you got the blooper reel.
Damn.
But you still have to prove that the outcome of the trial would have been different had Stevens not been represented by a lazy little monkey.
Is that this guy?
Yeah.
Yes, we have to do the whole thing over.
Yeah.
And upon searching Mr. Stevens' spaceship, we discovered a green hat and a knife. And, of course, I beheld his horrible, horrible face.
Well, yes, but I was actually urinating in the park. I don't care. Did you sexually assault those women, you pervert? Answer me. No, I swear I didn't.
Man, I don't know. Get the blanket. You know, get them start going back to bed.
Right.
And then you're kind of running your words together a little bit.
Yeah, I started yawning a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Too much
real.
yawning.
You're gonna get the real thing.
Well, it's past midnight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.